And the clock runs down to 0, indicating we have started the competition. They're coming out. Saleh Hamami from Hungary, 172.5 kilos. Has been competing for 1 year. That looks nice. A good lift. And the bar is loaded for Luis Adebert from Thailand. Maybe it's Louis Audibert. 190 kilos loaded. Looks like a nice opener. Good lift. The bar is loaded for Liam Bistrom from Finland, also 190 kilos. This would already be a 10 kilo personal best. And that is a good lift.
Coming up next is Alex Stornes from Canada. The bar is loaded, 192.5.
192.5 kilo for Alex Tornes Bliss's opener, Canadian. And that is 3 white lights, a good lift.
Coming up next is Zaid Ganawi. The bar is loaded, 225.
Now the bar is loaded for Zaid Ganawi from Australia. 202.5 kilos loaded. And that is a good lift. The bar is loaded. Kotaro Harada from Japan, 202.5 kilos. really fast in the hole, but let's see what the referees say. And it is a 3 white lights, good lift.
Coming up next, Pedro Hernandez from Mexico. Going down to 220.5. The bar is loaded. Pedro Hernandez.
The bar is loaded for Pedro Hernandez, Mexico, 212.5 kilos for his opener. And a good squat.
Coming up next, Shogun Izuka from Japan. Trying 222.5. The bar is loaded. Shogun Izuka.
The bar is loaded. Shogun Iizuka, Japan, 222.5 kilos on the bar. Would already be a 5 kilo increase on his personal best. And that looked just too hard. I really hope it was more of a technical issue, but I didn't really see what that could have been. He pushed a little bit too much backwards, but it did look like a strength issue. Let's see what he can do on his second attempt. Now walking onto the platform we have Joaquin Osorio, Mexico, 230 kilos. And that was a nice looking opener. 3 white lights.
The bar is loaded. Saleh Hamami.
And the bar is loaded for Saleh Hamami from Hungary, kicking off the second round of the first flight. We have 185 kilos for a 12.5 kilo jump from his opener. There was definitely more work, but it was good work. 3 white lights, a good lift.
The bar is loaded.
And the bar is loaded for Louis Audibert from Thailand, 200 kilos, trying to increase his personal best to with 5 kilos. And that looks like a wonderful squat. 3 white lights, a good lift. And look at the replay. From start to finish, he keeps his form 100% the same. There's no breakdown. And this is how you build a big squat. Now moving into the second one. In the next one, Liam Bistrom from Finland, 200 kilos as well, a 10 kilo increase and a new personal best. That looks good. 3 white lights.
Coming up next is Alex from Canada, trying 253.5 kilograms. The bar is loaded.
Now, walking onto the platform, we have Alex Stornes Bliss from Canada. 10 kilo jump from his opener. 202.5 kilos. And moves just the same as his opener, a 3 white lights good lift.
Coming up next is Australia, trying 250 kilograms. The bar is loaded.
Now for his second, coming out, Zaid Ganawi from Australia, 215 kilos. And this for a 2.5 kilo increase on his personal best. And there was definitely more work, but it looks like good work to me. And it is a 3 white lights good lift. The bar is loaded for Kotaro Harada, Japan. 215 kilos for a 12.5 kilo increase. And again, fast in the hole, but this time a little bit slower out of the hole. Still a good lift. 2-1. 1 yellow from the left side referee. I'm not completely sure what for. Now the bar is already loaded for our next competitor. We have Pedro Hernandez, Mexico, 220 kilos loaded. And that's a nice looking second attempt. 3 white lights, a good lift. So he jumped 7.5 kilos from his opener to second. Maybe take another 2.5, maybe 5 kilos to his third. Now, unfortunately, Shogun Iizuka from Japan has yet to make a successful squat. He missed this on his opener, trying to retake 222.5 kilos on his second. Now, let's hope the first one was a technical issue. Gambare. And this time he also cuts it short, and it is still too heavy. This is so unfortunate. He still has a final attempt, but I think he is a little bit hurt. Unfortunately, we will see in the third round. But in the meantime, we go to our last lifter of the first flight in the second round squats. And walking towards the platform, we have Joaquin Osorio, Mexico, 240 kilos for a 10 kilo increase. This would also improve his personal best by 10 kilos. And that is a strong fight. Let's see what the referees say. It's a 2-1, good lift. So the right hand side referee gave it a red card indicating no depth. When we're talking about depth, we speak about the hip crease that needs to be lower than the top of the knee. But he is safe for now. The bar is already loaded. Kicking off the third and final round of the first flight, we have Saleh Hamami from Hungary. 7.5 kilo increase from his second, 192.5 kilos. And that is a fight, but he stands it up. Three white lights, a good lift. The bar is already loaded for Liam Bistrom from Finland. 205 kilos for his third and final attempt, trying to increase his personal best by 5 kilos. And he goes really deep, but stands it up nicely. A great lift from Liam. Three white lights, a good lift.
Up next is Luis Oliver from Thailand, weighing 207.5 kilograms. The bar is loaded.
And the bar is loaded for Louis Audibert from Thailand. 207.5 kilos, a 7.5 kg increase from his second for a new personal best. And that is a third time that Louis has squatted really nicely. It is a three white lights, good lift, wonderful technique. Comes in and out of the hole with such nice form. And the bar is loaded for Alex Stornes Bliss from Canada. 210 kilos. What a great last name. Stornes Bliss. 210 kilos for a 7.5 kilo personal best. And that looks good. Unfortunately, 3 reds indicating no depth. Let's take a look at the replay. Yeah, he did cut it a bit short, unfortunately. Still a valiant effort. Now we are moving on to Kotaro Harada from Japan, taking another 5 kilo jump, 220 kilos. And you are seeing the rank, you can see the ranks. He would move in silver medal position so far, but of course we still have a full flight after these athletes. When just too heavy, and a great spot, a great catch from the spotters. They've been putting in great work so far this competition, keeping the lifters safe. Wonderful. Now, to try and prevent drama, Shogun Iizuka from Japan needs at least one valid squat to make up a total. 222.5 kilos. Missed this on his first and second. And the crowd is with him. Let's see what he can do. Gambare! 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 But unfortunately, just too heavy. He bows to the crowd. He thanks us and he's limping off stage. He must have had a small injury in the warm-up room maybe. Very unfortunate for him. He can still continue the competition, just not make a total. Now for the third and final squat of Zaid Ganawi from Australia, we have 225 kilos for a 10 kilo personal best. And that was deep, and he's fighting. And let's see what the referees say. It is a good lift. That was a crazy fight. Look at that. Wow. Amazing effort. And he will be happy with that one. And now the bar is already loaded. Pedro Hernandez from Mexico, 227.5 kilos, a 500-pound squat for a 5 kilo personal best. And that is another great effort. And the referees say it is a 3 white lights, good lift. We are seeing some very nice efforts from these young lifters. Remember, they are 18 years old and younger. For our last and heaviest squat of the first round, we have Joaquin Osorio, Mexico as well, taking the smallest increment possible, 242.5 kilos. He came in with a squat personal best of 230, improved it on a second to 240, and now another 2.5. His second was really hard, but let's see if he has more energy in the tank. And unfortunately, I think he cut it a bit high. Yeah, I thought it was. Unfortunately, of course. That concludes the third round of the first flight. We will move immediately to the second flight, so don't go anywhere. And the bar is loaded. Kicking off round one of the second flight, we have James Murphy from Ireland, 180 kilos. Hasn't even been competing for 1 year. And that was an incredibly fast squat. 3 white lights, a good lift. And the bar is loaded for Brian Magbeta from Belgium, 215 kilos. Has been competing for 1 year, 20 kilo below his personal best. And that was lovely and deep, a bit harder than he expected. But a 3 white lights, good lift. The bar is loaded for Tamas Lako from Hungary, 215 kilos as well. Also with his squat PB from 235 kilos. That was nice and easy. 3 white lights, a good lift. The bar is loaded. Fellow Belgian lifter Kenji Bormans, 225 kilos. 18 years old and been competing for a year. A little bit of work, but I think he's fine. 3 white lights, a good lift. Next up, we have Ville Hannula from Finland, 227.5 kilos for his opener, 500 pounds. And that was a smooth looking opener.
And it's good news for the hilights. Moving up Alessa, coming up next from Saudi Arabia. The bar is loaded.
And we're moving on to the next lifter, Musab Alessa from Saudi Arabia. 235 kilos, only 7.5 kilos beneath his personal best. And that looked nice and easy.
Musa
3
Alessa,
white lights, a good lift.
the bar is now loaded from Adam Zatukal from the Czech Republic.
And walking onto the platform, eyeballing the bar, Adam Zatlukal from Czechia, 235 kilos. And I'm waiting what the referees say. 2-1, a good lift, so he did get 1 red on the right side.
Coming up next is the World
This is the other side where he got a white from, and it is on the border. But he is good for now. And walking onto the platform, we have Jordi van Heiningen, the Netherlands, opening with 265 kilos. And he looks fired up. And that was the smoothest squat I've seen so far. 3 white lights, a good lift. Wonder how many kilos he has left on that.
The bar is loaded 270 kilos.
Now for the last lifter out in the second group, the highest opener of the session, we have Martin Brester from Germany, 270 kilos for his opener. And he smiles. And that is a 3 white lights, good lift. And that concludes the first round of the second flight. A small overview. In the leading position we have Brester, Van Heiningen in second, and Osorio from the first group in third. Next up we have James Murphy from Ireland, 195 kilos. That looks good. And that is a 3 white lights, good lift. The bar is loaded. Adrian Magbetta from Belgium, 222.5 kilos for a 7.5 kilo increase. And he needs to re-rack. And I didn't quite catch why, but he has 12 seconds left. You need a start command before the clock runs out. And he does with 6 seconds to spare. Ooh, and there was a fight. I almost thought he lost it, but he didn't, fortunately. And that's a 3 white lights good lift. So let's take a look at the replay. He hit a little sticking point on the way up, and the bar started rolling forward in his neck, but he corrected it just in time. We're already heading into Tamás Lako from Hungary, 227.5 kilos for his second. And that looks really good. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Coming up next is Edison Wellemans from Belgium, trying 235 kilos. The bar is loaded.
Now the bar is loaded. Genji Bormans from Belgium, jumping 10 kilos from his opener for a 10 kilo personal best actually. 235 kilos on the bar. And that looks good. He has a sticking point, but he keeps fighting. And the referees say it is a good lift. He shakes his head a little bit. I don't know what is happening, he said. It did look like a maximal effort attempt. Maybe just add 2.5 kilos. Or maybe skip the third altogether to preserve some energy. You still have 3 benches and 3 deadlifts, but we'll see. Now Ville Hannula from Finland, 237.5 kilos. Also a 10 kilo jump. And that looks good. Definitely a little bit of a struggle, but keeps composure all the way through, and it is a 3 white lights good lift. Next up, walking towards the platform, we have Adam Zetlokal from Czechia, 12.5 kilo increase, trying to match his personal best, 247.5 kilos. And it is work. Nevertheless, 3 white lights, a good lift.
The bar is loaded. 250 kilograms.
The bar is loaded. Musab Alessa from Saudi Arabia, 15 kilo jump, already for a 7.5 kilo personal best, 250 kilos. He's having a little bit trouble with his belt, but got it now. Still has about 30 seconds left. And that was hard out of the hole, but it is a good lift. And that moved Alessa in the bronze medal position so far. Now currently sitting in squat gold, Martin Brester from Germany, 280 kilos. This is only 2 kilos beneath the world sub-junior record from Malik. 10 kilo jump. Let's see what he can do. And he is fighting, he is pushing, and that looks good. It is a 2-to-1 good lift. So left-hand side referee gives a red card indicating insufficient depth. And it is walking the border. And this was the bad side, the red card side. But I'm not seeing the jury overruling it. So he is fine for now. Now, an exciting moment because Jordi van Heiningen, Netherlands, going for 283 kilos. This for a 1 kilo world sub-junior squat record. His opener was easy. And so is his second. Incredible 2-to-1. Good lift and a new world sub-junior squat record. He gets a depth call from the center referee, but this looks good to me. He will be totally fine. So currently leading in squat gold, Jordi van Heiningen from the Netherlands, silver, Martin Brester from Germany, and bronze medal position Musab Alessa from Saudi Arabia. Kicking off the third round, we see James Murphy taking a 15 kilo jump for the second time. It's a very valiant effort, but I'm not completely sure. Oh, but he does get it. 2-to-1, good lift. Only one blue from the right side referee indicating downward movement. And yeah, it is definitely walking the border. And unfortunately, the jury has overruled. There was slight downward movement. And already heading into the third and final squat of Brian Magbeta, Belgium. 2.5 kilo increase, 225 kilos. And that is way better than his second. 3 white lights, a good lift. and he ends on a positive note.
trying 237.5. The bar is loaded.
The bar is loaded. Tamas Lako from Hungary. Another 10 kilo jump for him. 237.5 kilos. For a 2.5 personal best. And it is a fight. A fight he wins. 3 white lights. Good lift.
Next from Belgium, trying 230 kilograms. The bar is loaded.
The bar is loaded for the third and final squat. Kenji Bormans, Belgium, 240 kilos. Can he prove me wrong? Is there more in the tank? 5 kilos more in the tank. I hope he does prove me wrong. And he is fighting, but unfortunately, it was too heavy. And now the bar is loaded for Ville Hanula from Finland. 245 kilos. Only 2.5 kilos shy of his squat personal best. And that looks like a good squat. And it is 2-1. Only has a red call from the left-hand side referee. Let's take a look. It walks the border, but I think he'll be perfectly fine. Now, for a 7.5 kilo squat personal best, already in squat bronze, and trying to further defend it, but with Zatlukal being a little bit lighter, he can still lose it. Ooh, and unfortunately, Musab Alessa did not get it. It was a little bit too heavy, but he is still in the bronze medal position. However, our next competitor has the last say in that matter. So to try to move from 4th to 3rd in squats, we have Adam Zatlukal from Czechia. 10 kilo increase for a 10 kilo personal best. 257.5 kilos. And he is fighting. And he nods his head. 2-1, a good lift. Gets the same call as on his second attempt. A red light from the left-hand side referee. But now, our 2 last lifts. Our 2 last squats of the day. Well, of this session, actually. we have another world sub-junior record attempt.
Who comes from Germany.
The world record got broken by Jordi on the second attempt. Now the bar is loaded for Martin Bresser from Germany, trying to re-break the record. 283.5 kilos for a new world sub-junior squat record attempt. And he looks fired up. He's ready. And he gets up with it. And he stands up. What do the referees say? It is a good lift and a new world sub-junior squat record for the German. But just a minute, because we have still one more lifter to have a final say. So currently Bresser in the gold medal position, and to take Jordi from silver to gold. A third attempt of 288 kilos for another world sub-junior squat record attempt. And he's fired up. Gets the command. And he sinks it, and he stands up with it. And I think he's got it. 2-1, good lift. And that is a new world sub-junior squat record to conclude the squats for this session. Wow, I promised you a great session, and I think the lifters delivered. We will take a quick overview. In gold, we have Jordi van Heiningen, Nederland. The Netherlands. Silver, Martin Bresser from Germany. And bronze, Adam Zatlukal from Czechia.